Hey, Jake Roy back here in 90s Bball cards. So when you saw my PC, asked to see my most rare cards in my collection. So today, that's exactly what we're going to go into. Alright, so to show you guys the cards that are the most rare cards in my collection, I thought that I would look at the cards that have the lowest serial numbers. So that's a set quantity that have been produced and printed of each of those cards. So to set the guidelines, I just want to kind of go over what exactly is a serial numbered card and what isn't a serial numbered card. So back in the 90s is when serial numbered cards really started. So I have two penny cards here that were collegiate cards in 93. These aren't serial numbered cards, these are short printed. So I'll show you guys a close up in a minute of these. But these would say, like, this one's one of 74,000 and this one is one of 9,500. So that's not saying that this is the first one printed of that 9,500. It's just saying that these are short printed. There are only 9,500 or 74,000 of those. So this is just one of those 9,000 and some odd cards. So those are short printed cards. Sometimes short printed cards state what they're short printed to, sometimes they don't. But those are not serial numbered cards. Serial numbered cards would have an actual number of what the print is. So like this one here was one of the first serial numbered cards made in the 90s. This was 93, 94 Skybox, and it is number 989 out of 15,000, which sounds kind of funny now with serial numbered cards. 15,000 copies of this was actually pretty rare, so that's why they serial numbered it back in 93, 94, because they just mass produced cards. But now, you know, if you're looking at getting something serial numbered, you want to see it serial numbered to 100 or less, pretty much, to have it really have a significant value. So a little bit of history around these. 90s is, like I was saying, when, you know, really short printed and serial numbered cards really started to become more prevalent. The early 90s, stuff like this, 15,000, 1,000, was not uncommon to see if something serial numbered, but serial numbered cards really didn't start taking off until the credentials set in 96, 97. So this was the first, you know, really big jump into serial numbered cards, and these were serial numbered to 499, which was just mind-boggling. And then, you know, stuff just kind of snowballed from there. So that's kind of a brief history of serial numbered cards, and now let's jump into my lowest serial number. Alright, so here we're going to go through the 7 lowest serial numbered cards that I have in my collection from the 90s. So we're stopping at 99, 2000, just 90s in this video. So the number 7 is this 99, 2000 Topps Finest Gold Refractor of Vince Carter. So this one here, you can see the gold color. You can also see kind of perforated edges. That is intentional. So if you get one of these, that's not a manufacturing error. And then on the back, you'll see that it's numbered to 100. So this one is number 25 out of 100. So really cool cards. And you'll see the black lettering here. That's the peel. You want those to be on the card. Some people take them off because they get messed up, and then the surface underneath is in better condition. You know, if they get it graded, it's better that way. But the peel actually adds value to the card if it's still intact. So I prefer getting all of mine with the peel if possible. So that one right there is worth roughly $30 to $40. You know, with all these cards, you'll see that they're so rare that they don't really come up too frequently on sale. So, you know, it's kind of difficult to gauge the value too accurately. Next one here, 98.99 Bowman's Best. This is an atomic refractor of John Starks. So hopefully you can see the atomic pattern. They had changed the atomic pattern from what it was in 96, 97, and 97, 98 to this, which is really eye-catching. So this one here, you can see on the back, this is numbered 55 out of 100. So the same scarcity as that Vince Carter. This one's worth about $10 to $20. You know, John Starks was not as big of a star, but you know, it still holds a little bit of value just because people love the atomics. All right, next one here, we've got 98.99 Flair Showcase Row Zero. This is of Allen Houston, and this is a legacy collection. So the legacy collection will be denoted by a stamp right here and a different serial number. So these ones here for all of the Row Zeros were serial numbered to a quantity, whether it was a legacy or not, but the legacy ones were serial numbered to just 99. So this one is number 90 out of 99, so getting closer to the end of the print run here. And I really love this design, having the 3 pictures of the player. I just have always loved this, whether it's legacy or not. You know, just a really cool design here. And then, just the same back. So different here, having the serial number on the front, whereas those last two, the serial number was on the back. And this one also, like the Vince Carter, is worth about $30 to $40. Next one here, we've got 98.99 Flair Ultra, and this is a platinum medallion. This is of Rodney Rogers. So Rodney Rogers, he was a not the greatest player in the world, but he was a star player in the Clippers' eyes at that point in time. And he had a kind of tragic story you can look up with getting injured. But really sought after set here with the platinum medallion. So it's all silver on the platinums. And then on the back, you'll see it's numbered 53 out of 99 here, and it says right next to it, Platinum Medallion. So those are, a sought-after set. People love those. The stars go for a whole bunch. This one here of Rodney Rogers is about a $20 card. And this one you guys might remember from when we were opening 97-98 Skybox. So this is 97-98 Skybox Ruby of Todd Day. So this one here, you can probably pick up the holographic pattern, and then you've got the red lettering for the premium sign and the name right there. So really cool looking cards there. These have really almost like a cult-like following, especially when you get to some of the stars. A penny that's authentic is, roughly a $2,000 card. Authenticity can be an issue with the rubies from this year because they're so popular. It's a card that does often, attempt to get faked. So if you're looking at getting a star like a Jordan, Penny, Kobe, some of those other highly collectible players, you definitely want to be careful and check around to see if what you have is authentic and really kind of educate yourself. There's a lot of good resources, a lot of good people in the hobby that you can check with that will help you out with that. But you want to be certain before you're dropping a good amount of money. Now, this Todd Day, not a very collectible player. We can probably rest assured that he's not getting faked. And this one here on the back, that's one of the indicators when you're looking at serial numbers. So this is number 26 out of 50. It might be kind of hard to see the red lettering next to the red background. So this one, the Ruby of Todd Day, is about a $30 to $40 card as well. All right, next one, you might remember this. We've done this one on this channel as well when we were doing the 98.99 Skybox opening. So this is the next year 98.99 Skybox Ruby. And this is Ansu Sensei. So he's kind of a no-name. He was a rookie, though. So in this set, it was actually interesting. The Series 2, you can see the pattern for the reflective finish there. Hopefully you can pick it up on the camera. There was a different pattern on the Series 1 versus Series 2. So they're both rubies. They just use different patterns on those. But they all have the red lettering and then the red logo right there. Then on the back, you can see the serial number here is 17 out of 25. And then it'll say Star Rubies next to it. So this one of Sensei is about a $40 card. Again, getting down to just being 24, pretty hard to evaluate these cards, but roughly $40. And then the same scarcity as that one, but I like this card a lot more. This is the 99-2000 Topps Stadium Club Chrome first day issue Refractor. So that was a mouthful. So the Stadium Club Chrome was a set, and then they had parallels that were first day issues, and they had parallels that were refractors, and then they also did the parallels that were both. So I have here a parallel that's not a refractor, so first day issue stamp there. You look on the back, this one's numbered to 100, no refractor stamp. This one here, you got the first day issue stamp, you go to the back, serial number to 25, and this is a refractor. So these are actually an interesting case because these you can actually find fairly frequently on eBay, but without the serial number. So you want to be really careful because those are, not the actual pack pulled cards. Those are ones that have gotten out into the marketplace somehow by backdoor means. They aren't able to hold the same value. They aren't, really legitimate in a lot of people's eyes. So you want to be careful to make sure that you get the ones that are serial numbered. They retain the value better, they're more collectible, and you just know it's a legitimate card. So this one, again, it's worth roughly $40. Again, you're not going to find many, if any, Rod Stricklands that are numbered to 25 that are selling out there to really compare apples to apples, but you can approximate the value based on other players or other similar numbered cards. All right. Bonus time. So I've got 7 more cards that are low serial numbered cards that I have. They didn't make it into my top 7, but these are cards that I love that I thought I would like to share with you guys. So starting with the most common, we've got a 99-2000 Skybox Dominion Hats Off rookie insert of Baron Davis. and this is numbered to 170. This is actually hand numbered, which is an interesting nuance some card manufacturers did, where they would actually have somebody after the fact go and number these by hand rather than having it stamped. So these were a piece of the hat that Baron Davis actually wore on the draft day. So you can see him there. He's in his draft day suit. He's got his hat on. He's got another one there that he had autographed, and then they cut into pieces and they threw into these cards. So kind of a cool nuance to a memorabilia card. And we'll talk more about memorabilia cards as we go through some other videos. But this is one that I've always loved. I love the Skybox Dominion set, and always wanted to get one of these. I've really enjoyed Baron Davis growing up, so really cool one. So this one, it's worth roughly $15. These cards don't come up too frequently, and each of the players have a different serial number. So some of them are numbered to 125, 170, 160, 190. So each one of them is kind of their own little print number, hand printed. Really cool cards there. So the next one, you've got 3 here that I'm going to share with you. These are all 3 Topps Stadium Club one of a kind. So we've got 97-98 here with Penny, 98-99 again with Penny, and 99-2000 with Vince Carter. So I love these cards. I absolutely love the parallels from Stadium Club, and the one of a kind are really cool. They have a foil finish opposed to the rest of the regular set. And then on the back here, you'll see they're stamped. So this one's 62 out of 150. And then same thing here, you got a foil finish. It says one of a kind down there. And then it's stamped over here, 65 out of 150. And then again, Vince Carter, same thing, foil, one of a kind, and then stamped here, 123 out of 150. So value on these, for the 97-98, this one is the older one. This is roughly a $55 card, approximately. The 98-99 is a little bit less. It's about a $50 card. And then the Vince Carter 99-2000 is roughly a $20 card. So those are those ones there. Here we have the 98-99 Upper Deck Encore FX parallel. So this Encore set was a different set from the regular Upper Deck, and then they had parallel cards with the gold foil on these that were the FX. And these are really cool. You can probably pick up the holographic nature on the card. There's some kind of color variation on the gold foil, which is just really eye-catching. So this one, if you look on the back here, you'll see all this stuff is gold. Encore right there, and then it's numbered down here to 125. So this is number 17 out of 125, and you have the little FX logo next to that. So really cool cards here. Again, a rare card that doesn't come up too often. Roughly a $40, $50 card. Just really cool looking in my opinion. And now we're getting to some big ones. So here's one of everybody's friend, Jordan. So this is 99-2000 Upper Deck Ultimate Victory, and this is a parallel that they have, and these are numbered to 100. So this is 98 out of 100, so getting towards the end of the print run. Pretty cool cards here. They did produce a lot of Jordans in this year. There's nothing on the back here. So the Greater Heights set was actually a subset of the base set, and it was just a whole Jordan set. So these sell for roughly $100. They can be fairly condition sensitive. The foil can chip on the edges. These are pretty thin cards. And some of the Ultimate Victory packs weren't terribly well handled. So the condition can be something you want to pay attention to if you're trying to pick one of these up. And the last one here we have is, again, 98-99 Upper Deck. So you can see the similarities in the design between these, the Encore, and then this is the Upper Deck. And this is the bronze, or sometimes they're called UD exclusives. So all the foil here on the base set is usually silver. On this, it's all bronze, so that's an easy indicator to set it apart from the base set. And then on the back here in bronze numbering, we've got number 19 out of 100. So this is a cool parallel. Again, Jordan, there was 23 base cards of Jordan 98-99. They just produced a ton of Jordan cards that last year. After he retired. So a lot of Jordans that you can get, but the numbering these to 100 was definitely going to bring value. So these, again, like the Ultimate Victory, are about $100 card. All right, so you guys saw my lowest serial numbered cards in my PC, and I've got a bunch of serial numbered cards. It was actually a little kind of pet project of mine to get every single serial number card I could get my hands on when I was a kid. So whenever they came up on eBay, my dad could get them affordably. He would grab them for me, and whenever my friends got them, I'd try to trade for those. So something that I loved as a kid, and still really cool. So one of the other things that I'll do for you guys, these were all from the 90s. I will do a separate video and talk about the cards that I have that are low serial numbered from the mid 2000s and the early 2000s. Some of those got a little bit more prevalent to have serial number cards, so you'll see some pretty cool low numbered stuff in that video coming up. So pay attention for that. And then also let me know, another thing that I could do, since not everything was serial numbered in the 90s, some cards were really low pack odds. So I can also do a video, if you'd like, of really rare pack pulled cards that aren't serial numbered. You know, stuff like the game dated that we've talked about that are inserted in, you know, 1 in every 1,500 packs and stuff that's 1 in 400 packs or 300 packs. We can do stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see that as well, or any other stuff from my PC that you'd like to see. Drop that down in the comments as well and let me know. I'm happy to show you everything and anything in my collection that you'd like. Just let me know and drop that down in the comments. So as always, thanks for watching these videos and spending some time to talk about our passion in this great hobby. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos like these will drop on Wednesdays, and then any bonus videos will drop on Fridays. Thanks.